This is Creative Living with Bren Haas, the podcast where creative minds meet to connect, share, and grow. Here's Bren.
Hey guys, it's so exciting to connect with you today. I'm Bren, the host of the Creative Living with Bren Haas show, streaming to you today. In today's episode, it's a real treat to introduce you to one of my favorite garden bloggers. Her site was one of the first garden blogs I found when I started my career in blogging many years ago. I think we talked and it was roughly 2007 when I found Carol Michel of maydreamsgardens.com. She is the creator and curator of the Garden Blogger Bloomday event, which will be celebrating its 10th year out there in the blogosphere. Can you believe that? 10 years filled with beautiful blooms. So every 15th of each month, bloggers from around the world share blooms. These can be blooms in your garden. They can be blooms you saw out on a nature walk. They can be blooms on your favorite shirt. I hope everyone listening will stop what they are doing right now and share a bloom. Come on, guys, tweet it. We're going to hashtag it. Hashtag bloomday, so we can all find one another on Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook. I hope to see you sharing a bloom. This presentation is brought to you by Flora2000.com. Listeners of the Creative Living with Bren Haas podcast receive 25% off their order. Just enter Bren Haas, that's HAAS 25, in the promo code section when ordering. Be sure to check out their Christmas collection, like the Candlelight Christmas Centerpiece, featuring blossoms, evergreens, and shimmering ornaments, artfully arranged around a crystal hurricane cradling a golden pillar candle. It's beautiful. That would look amazing on any dining room table for the holidays coming up here. Or another favorite of mine is the 18-inch holiday eucalyptus wreath. It's fragrant and festive, and it has red pepper berries, and it arrives with a red satin ribbon hanger. Gorgeous. You're going to love these things. So just click on over to Flora2000.com and enter Bren Haas 25 in the promo code section to get your discount. Okay, guys, here we go. Here is Carol of maydreamsgardens.com to tell us more about Bloomday. Here we go. Yay, there we go. Hey, Carol, how you doing?
Great, Bren. How are you?
I'm doing really great now that I got you on the line here. This is exciting. You are like the guru of garden writing to me. You're like total mentor. I love everything you share out there.
Thank you.
And you're my neighbor, I think, kind of. Indiana, right?
Yes, and you're in Ohio.
Yes. Northwest, though.
There too, I'm sure.
Oh, my goodness. It's freezing today. So I'm excited to talk with you about the Garden Blogger Bloomday that's going on. But first of all, let's, how long have you been gardening?
So I'm one of those people that started gardening before I could remember that I was gardening. So I tell people when I was 2, my mom caught me in the garage with my hands in a bag of fertilizer and had to clean me up and call poison control.
Oh, gosh.
So that's how I got started. And I followed along after my dad in the vegetable gardens from before I could remember.
Oh, my goodness. That's awesome. And
all my life.
I love it. So now when did you become a garden writer?
Well, the process for me, I always liked to write in school and didn't mind a writing assignment and kind of, but didn't take a career in writing. I was the copy editor for my high school yearbook.
Wow.
But I went in another direction. And then, but I always wanted to write. I always thought, well, I should write articles about gardening, and I love gardening and everything. And so when I found out about blogs and blogging, I decided that I'd start a blog, and at least I could write some stuff, and I would just see where it went. And so that was like 2004, 2005. I put like 5 blog posts over a course of 2 years. And then in 2006, it really took off for me. And I was blogging and posting stuff like a maniac.
I'm glad you did, because honestly, you were one of the first blogs about gardening that I ever found. And it was and I think you still, even then, you had that cute little, the profile image that you have.
I have kept that avatar of the mowing lady since the beginning when I found that. And it's actually clipped from a Ross Brothers 1909 seed catalog cover.
Oh, that's cool.
And I just thought it was great, and I've always used it. And I have buttons that have it, and so when I go to the Garden Writer, sometimes people see the mowing lady.
Uh-huh.
They say, "Oh, you're indie gardener. You're the mowing lady," and I'm like, "That's me."
You are. I think you are the pioneer of all this. I really do. You're the first one I saw.
There's several before me that I followed and that were mentors to me that I'm very appreciative of, that came first.
So cool. And now you have some books out there too, right?
Well, I don't have any books yet. I have magazine articles. My first book, I am self-publishing it with a goal that it will be out early February 2017.
Okay. That must be what I saw floating around social media there.
Yeah. I'm starting to float it around social media, and pretty soon I'll have the cover nailed down and I'll start showing the cover, get some interest in it.
I love it. And can you give us the inside scoop? I'll
give you the inside scoop.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted to write about gardening and get a book out there. And I recently went to a humor writing workshop over in Ohio, in Dayton, the Irma Bombeck Humor Writing Workshop, which takes place once every 2 years. And it was very inspirational. And so I decided in the following in the footsteps of some of the greats like Irma Bombeck, I was going to take the most humorous posts from my blog and fluff them up a bit and put them into a book, much like Irma and others took their newspaper columns, and Elizabeth Lawrence and all those took their newspaper columns and put those into books. So the book's coming out with 36 chapters, and it is called Potted and Pruned, Living the Gardening Life.
I love it. That is so cool.
Mostly humorous, some maybe not so funny things, but I'm excited about it.
I know it's going to be humorous because you're kind of funny. Okay, so when I've actually met you in person a couple of times at some of the Garden Writers Association events, and maybe a show, I'm not quite sure there, but I have to admit, maybe just because you're like my idol, I was kind of shy to talk to you. But then when you start talking, you're funny. You're really funny.
Thank you.
You're a fun gal to hang out with. You really are.
I like to have fun out in the garden.
I know. So I'm sure that will shine through on this book.
And I'm still, I do have a degree in horticulture from Purdue University. Everybody boil her up. And but I took a detour into an IT career after college because horticulture didn't pay enough to support me. Mm-hmm. And so I worked for 33 years in healthcare IT, and I just retired from that. Wow. So I'm able to devote myself full-time now to writing about gardening, speaking about gardening, and just sitting around in my garden if I want to. So
that is wonderful. That is wonderful news, because I love it. I love that you're on social media. So if we have questions, you're the perfect person to ask.
Well, I try. If I don't know the answer, I try to look it up and make sure I've got good information.
I love it, and that's very much appreciated. So today we are going to talk about the 15th.
The 15th of the month is Garden Bloggers Bloom Day.
There we go.
And it has been going on for 10 years.
Wow. It's been that long?
I started that in February of 2007. Wow. So in January, those of us who have stuck with it from the beginning will be wrapping up the 10th year and starting year 11, which I think for online stuff, that's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
But it's not as well populated, so to speak, as it used to be in the early days. I call it the heyday of blogging back in like 2007, 8, 9, when before Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff, blogs were the place.
Mm-hmm.
And there could be some months like over 100 people. And now, like I just checked a little bit ago, and December is a very tough month because people don't have a lot blooming in Christmas, and there's about 20 out there. So that's pretty good for December. And I think there were maybe like 40, 45 in November and October.
Okay.
And there's many, many more in the springtime.
Yeah, definitely. Well, maybe we just need to get the word out there like what we're doing today and
Sure.
slap a hashtag on it and people go nuts. Now, you do not have to be a garden writer or garden blogger to share in this.
You do not.
Okay.
Anybody can do it. If you've got a garden and you've got something blooming, you could definitely post on your blog about what's blooming, and or if you wanted to do Facebook or Twitter or Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And I always figure you're the social media guru. So, I'm talking to you and you're like, well, I gave you a hashtag. Well, your hashtag's better than the one that I tried. And it might be something that we could get everybody on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. And I don't do Snapchat, but that bloomday tag.
Yeah. Hashtag bloomday. What do you think?
I think it's great. Let's do it.
I love it. Okay. So hopefully if you're listening to everybody's welcome. And it's pretty open here. I mean, okay, so it's December. We're up north. There's not a whole lot blooming right now.
Nope.
But what if I'm at the grocery store or something and I see a really pretty flower that I like?
You can post anything. And in some days, people went and they posted pictures of flowers in their houses, like I have a flowered couch, and some people got all like, oh, you shouldn't post that. That's not a bloom. And I'm like, I didn't set up any rules other than post something on the 15th about what's blooming.
I love it.
We don't have rules. I like people to leave a link and a comment, but half the people leave a link and not a comment, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Because the thing that people said was when they followed along, they say, well, I can't keep a garden journal. But there's some people who have said, oh my God, I have almost 10 years of record of what's blooming in my garden month by month.
Mm-hmm.
And they're very excited.
Definitely. And over the 10 years here, look how much blogging has really changed.
Oh yeah, it's changed a lot.
I mean, even, you tweet something that technically is microblogging. So tag it, Bloomday. Let's get people excited. But even better yet, if you do have a blog, or maybe you don't have like an official blog, if you head over, Carol can tell us where you can find the list here of all the bloggers that have shared. Click over there, check out their blogs, leave a comment. That would be wonderful, wouldn't it, Carol?
Yeah, and in the early days, I'll admit, I made it a point to kind of get the thing to take off.
Mm-hmm.
I made it a point to visit every single blog that put a comment or put a link so that they would get traffic to them. And so I tried very hard to engage with as many people as I could. Now, lately, I've not been as diligent about that. I try to go out and pick some and visit, but it's worldwide too. I had somebody today posted from Brazil.
Yay! Oh, that's Courtney.
Possibly.
I saw it. Or you have two from Brazil.
Maybe not. And then I usually get some of the bloggers from the UK. They're always very consistent, some of them. And
nice.
So it's been nice.
Oh, I can't wait to check it out. And so now your website is maydreamsgardens.com.
Right.
Correct? Okay. Now, where can people find out like everything about this Bloom Day?
So if they go over to maydreamsgardens.com and then they go to the tags and they click on Garden Bloggers Bloom Day, I tagged all of them. Okay. And they'll see the most recent Bloom Day post. And if you go to the bottom, it's got the simplest instructions. On the 15th of the month, post about what's blooming in your garden, leave a comment, leave a link, and we'll come look. That's it.
Oh, I love it. I love it. What a great way to, especially right now, it's winter, and what a great way to stay warm. And what could be prettier than a bloom, right?
Right. And that I started in February when there was snow on the ground here. Because the other advantage of it, or not advantage, but the other result is because I was doing Bloom Day, I
Mm-hmm.
went out of my way to find late winter, early spring blooms. And I would look at my garden. And so like August was just a dismal month. Nothing was really new blooming. So I've sought out specific plants and flowers so that I really could try to have what I have on my tagline, which is a quote from Elizabeth Lawrence. We can have flowers nearly every month of the year. And
I
so my
love it.
goal is to have something blooming outside every month. And you're in the winter like I am. It's tough in the winter time.
Yeah.
So, but I've got, of course, hyacinths. I'm growing, obviously, amaryllis, and I'm
Mhm.
expecting a shipment of pre-chilled lily of the valley pips that will be blooming in a few weeks.
Oh, that's going to be gorgeous. I hope you're going to
So
share them, right?
oh yeah, I share them all the time.
So that's so cool. You're bringing up great memories. I was new to garden blogging when I found you online, and that would be about 2007, six, maybe. I think it was
Yeah,
more seven. And I just remember that experience. I hope other people get to experience what we did as early garden bloggers, because just that what you're saying, how I really made that effort to look around for things that were blooming, and it really helped me learn better about growing doing
right.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I would see something, maybe somebody on Ohio had some bloom, and I thought, oh, I want that in my garden. So I would seek it out and make sure I bought that for my garden too.
Yeah, that's me too. That's probably how I ended up with my greenhouse.
Yeah, there you go.
So, well, this has been so much fun, Carol. Thank you so much for
Sure.
connecting with me today and sharing about this. And let's get the word out there, everybody. We want to join this fun, right, Carol?
Well, I haven't done my Facebook or Twitter post yet for the Bloom Day, so I'll go ahead and do those right now.
Yay. Okay, now,
Hashtag Bloom Day.
awesome. And can you tell us where can our audience find you? What's the best place to find you?
Online.
Yeah, I mean, of course, your website.
Well, I'm Indie Gardener on Twitter, and you can go to maydreamsgardens.com. I have blog posts there, though I post less than I've ever posted, but I still post, you
Hmm.
know,
Yeah.
several times a month. On Facebook, I'm May Dreams Gardens. I has a page, and I also have a page called called Garden Angelist,
Oh,
which is a term I came up with. It's an evangelist for gardening.
I love it.
So I'm trying to promote the brand Garden Angelist, where I love gardening, and I would like others to love it too.
That is so cool. I have to look that up. I haven't looked at that yet.
So you have to look at that, and if I get my wits about me, eventually there'll be a Garden Angelist website, but it's not there yet. But it will
Yeah.
be.
How fun. So that's great. Thank you so much, Carol.
You're welcome.
Super exciting. Did you tweet your photo yet? Get over there and do it. Hashtag it with Bloom Day. I'm looking now. Be sure to click over to Carol's site as well at maydreamsgardens.com to connect with Carol. Of course, you can visit my website at brenhaas.com. That's Haas, kind of like the avocado, but spelled different, Haas. You will find links that were mentioned in this presentation today and my Bloom Day share. Get over there. And until next time, I hope to see you in the garden. Thanks for joining me on the Garden Chat on Creative Living with Bren Haas podcast.